But only when the moon is full.
In 1 week, you just finish the 5 games that you have been
just been
sitting
putting
on
off.
the shelf, and still Yoshi's unfinished. It's like, what the f? Folks, welcome back to some more of A Hat in Time. In the last part, we made our way to this giant windmill, and we're gonna make our way to the tippity top.
Tip, tip, top.
Yep, right at the top, that be our timepiece. So yeah, it's a long climb and we have a long way to go. This is one of those levels where like, it's not so much difficult, but it's long, and if you fall, you gotta make your way back up.
Oh.
Sometimes
would not be okay.
those are worse than death. It's
Yeah.
just like, just kill me.
I would not be okay. I would definitely,
Or like in World of Illusion, when you hit the dice and you're just like, ah, this opens the way. Ooh, this takes me to a bonus level. This takes me to the beginning of the level.
yeah, and then you die.
Just like, no, no, don't take me back, no.
The worst.
But yeah, we're gonna go inside the windmill and outside of the windmill. We're gonna just bob and weave.
So what was that you just hit?
So that is basically just a container that will reward you with a lot of pawns if you follow if you just follow that path.
Oh,
But
okay.
you have a timer. It's like it's ticking, and if you don't make it in time, they will all disappear,
Oh.
and you won't get rewarded. See, there's the gift. I made it.
Yay. Okay. You got a crayon?
Yep, I got a crayon. I'm gonna color all over this windmill now. And then blame it on the dog.
I know. Oh, God, I love that meme. And the dog looks at the kid like, really, bro? Really? Covered in marker?
The dog did it.
That's one thing I don't know that we did as kids. I don't think we colored on the walls.
I don't think I did either.
But once I got into high school, in my bedroom, I started painting on the walls.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, not just the walls, the stairs, anything
Yeah.
that you're like, this is a canvas.
I'm like, yeah, that can be painted.
It's all my canvas.
Yeah, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
4 murals in the house.
All right then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 4.
Because I think of 3. Are there any upstairs? You'd think there would
I have
be.
a small one upstairs,
Small
yeah.
one upstairs. Okay.
It's on like the slanty part of the ceiling.
Okay. Well, how about that?
Yeah, I'm a child. I paint all over the walls.
Hey, it's your house.
I think it looks better than a child, but who am I to say, right?
Very nice. At the time of this recording, we saw the Van Gogh exhibit.
Yes, we went to see. It's like the immersive Van Gogh. For anyone that's not in the Pittsburgh area.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it travels across the country,
I believe so.
but it's like
Ah, crud.
they set up in like a warehouse or just a space that has a lot of like room in one room.
Yeah, because they put up projector screens.
Yeah, and they just like go through Van Gogh's artwork set to like music, and it moves, and there's like, you know, it's on the floor and everything. It's really, really cool.
That was your late Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Birthday.
Birthday gift. Christmas gift is still in the works. I've got time. At the time of this recording, I've got time. I don't know about the time of this video showing up.
Our viewers will be like, I wonder if he ever got it. I'm almost done.
I'm like Mr. Incredible. Yeah, I've got time.
I've got time. Yeah, I'm almost done, but I don't like to dilly, because then the stuff
like
that
to dilly-dally.
yeah, because then the stuff that I want to get for people is gone.
Well, yeah, that's what I was like when I started Christmas shopping. I'm like, ooh, I could get it for this person. But
Yeah.
knowing my luck, the day I want it, they'd be like, oh, this looks great.
I know.
Like 2 hours before I want to buy it.
Yeah.
That's why I put things on hold at the beginning of my shift if I'm interested in something.
Well, it's like I bought your sister's birthday present like 2 months ago.
Yes, you did.
Her birthday's in February.
Yes. And speaking of time, at the time of this recording, we also started streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided to stream my RPG Maker games, and feel free to join in on that community.
It'll be on Twitch.
But we're also going to try and stream some first impressions. And we
Yeah,
have some
I
games
think-
that we're going to do in the near future.
I think that it'll just
Not
be
Let's Plays, but just like streaming some like Mario Kart
Yeah.
or just like something fun like that.
things that aren't necessarily time sensitive because
Mm-hmm.
A, I take very long breaks between playing games.
Yeah, you do.
So I don't think that'd be very fun for someone to be like, what happens next?
Yeah,
You know?
you'll be waiting a while.
Yeah. I mean, I'm working on 2 years playing Yoshi's Woolly World, so
Yep.
good luck with that.
Like, that's the longest one.
Yeah.
There's a couple other games that it's just like, hey, she's gonna play this right. And Yoshi's hanging there by the noose.
First time. Yeah. Like, I get back to them eventually. I think I have like one more picture to finish Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, you have like one more level. I'm kind of most eager for that one because that game is old and it only has like one file on the cartridge.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
think the only way I could play
Is if I
and do
finish
it- Yeah,
playing.
is if you finish playing. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong.
But yeah, you can look at that first experience months ago.
The Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see how long it's been.
How long has it been since I've abandoned that game?
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I do that a lot. I'll like make it right till the end and then stop.
You do that with shows when you binge. Like, you'll go through a whole
Oh,
season.
yeah, and then I
like
just stop.
3 episodes left and you'll switch it. I'll be like, is it over? You're like, nah, I just needed a palate cleanser. And I'll be like, oh, well, all right.
Yeah, I do it with books. I'll read up until like the last chapter.
And then you'll just lose that sense of urgency.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens. I had a friend who was like that, like right up to the final level, and they're just like, you know, I have no reason to save the world. It's like, no.
I think
haven't finished it.
like
I'm just like, okay.
people that are chaotic neutral do that. Like, you put all the effort in to get all the way up until the end and then you stop and people just like want to shake you like, just finish it! And you're like, nah, I'm good.
Basically, it's just like, really? Really? You don't want to
Like, we're
see
not
the fruit of your labors?
we're not doing it to tick people off, but we're not doing it like for any semblance of anything. It's just what we do. It's a chaotic neutral.
Just like, well, can't have that sense of fulfillment, I guess.
Woo!
I don't know. Usually a good game will like grab hold of me until the credits. A decent game, I'll take breaks.
Yeah.
And then a game that I'm not feeling, I'll play for a bit and be like, oh, that's nice.
Well, see, I'm very ADD about life.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll binge a game for days and then I'll stop for months because I'm doing other things. You know, again, I do
get
the
it.
same thing with books. I'm currently reading like 7 or 8 different books according to my Goodreads.
Right.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I was reading that.
Because, like, that's the nice thing about doing Let's Plays and stuff. It
Forces you to finish.
it forces me to finish, but also still at my own pace.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, hey, I can take a break. I can play multiple games. And, I don't know, it just makes playing games fun again. Because,
Yeah.
like, 1, I'm sharing the experience with you. 2, like, I have evidence that I completed it. I can go back and be like, hey, here was my first time playing Origami King.
Yeah.
But, like, it also just keeps me from just staring at games and being like, one day I'll play this.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple on the shelf that I'm like, I wonder what that one is like. I'll get to them.
Absolutely. We're only on season 2.
See, I also like go through fits of things where I just finish everything that I've started.
Okay.
Just like rapid succession, one right after the other.
No, that's cool.
It only happens like maybe once or twice a year.
When the planets
Maybe.
align.
Yeah. When my star sign matches my sun sign, you know?
On the 5th December.
Yeah.
That'd
But
be
only
pretty
when the
cool.
moon is full.
In 1 week, you just finish the 5 games that you have been
Just been
sitting
putting
on the
off.
shelf. And still Yoshi's unfinished. It's like, what the fuck?
I know, he'd be like, really? Like, I'll get to you.
It's like, really? One of those was Rayman. How the fuck did that
Oh
happen?
god, I feel like I would have to commit murder to finish Rayman.
I haven't even finished Rayman. Rayman is one of those games that I've never finished, even though I've tried multiple times.
Yeah, we were kind of talking today about just like games that I like versus games that I don't much care for.
Yes.
And like where the correlation is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big platformer.
No.
I like them, but I don't see myself
I feel
often
like you like
finishing
the
them.
aesthetic for this
Yeah.
game, but I don't think you're gonna finish it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I don't feel like I would finish a platformer game. I'd be like, hey, I need a break from this really long, intricate RPG. I'll pop in a platformer for, you know, an
Couple
hour and a
hours.
half
Yep.
and like play, but I'm not going back to finish.
Whereas like Zelda wasn't an RPG. Some people consider it an RPG. It has RPG elements,
Yeah,
but it's not
it was very like
RPG.
adventure-ish.
And something about that kept you going.
I really like that one.
I'm glad.
I think it's because the map wasn't so big that it felt doable. It wasn't like intimidating.
Okay.
Because like I love Ys. Right now I'm still playing Ys Lacrimosa of Dana.
Yep.
Donna.
Either or. They said it once.
They did
but-
say it, and I don't remember. I think it was Donna.
Okay.
But like sometimes the map can feel intimidating. They're like, oh, you have to go back to the gorge, and I'm like, oh man.
Oh, absolutely. No question there.
So it's just like big and confusing. But it's still really good because there's so much to do while you're looking for where you need to go.
Yeah, you mentioned that when comparing it to like the last story, where
Yeah.
there's not much to do other than the story beats.
Yeah, you just have to hit the story beats, but there's nothing to tell you what those are.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's one of those games where I'm just like, it gets better, I promise.
Yeah.
But I also understand that like it gets better cannot be a viable excuse for like every piece of medium, because it's just like, well, I'm impatient as fuck, number one, and two, like when you compare it to something that gets right to the point,
Yeah.
why should you wait for things to get better?
I'm very much like, all right, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
Me too. Shit.
yeah,
Oh, thank God. Okay, I was wrong. If you get knocked back, it will just warp you back to a checkpoint.
okay.
Thank God for modern games. There was a time when if you fell all the way down, you just sat there and went, fuck. Basically, they reacted
You
the
just
way
cry.
you react when you had to redo those pages.
Oh my god. So
You're like, oh, fuck this.
we're putting together a game guide for one of the games that you made a few years ago.
Yep.
Called Fantasy Forever Revisions. We've talked about it some. There's a couple videos on it on the channel. Go check them out.
I might actually stream it this time.
Yeah. But I'm creating a guide, a walkthrough for it. And I'm making pages in Photoshop. And I had like a decent amount of pages done before I realized that they're double-sided. So half of them were backwards.
Yep.
As in like the page number and everything would have been on the wrong side.
Gotcha.
So I had to go through and fix all of them. But for like the first couple of sections, I didn't
we
save them as like,
Bastard.
yeah, I didn't save them as Photoshop files.
Yeah. And then you're just
So
like,
all
what
of
the hell?
all of the assets were combined, so I couldn't just like move it over. Oh, it was a pain in the butt. I just spent like 4 hours fixing pages. But hopefully it'll look really cool. Maybe we'll give like a sneak peek or something about it on our Facebook page
Yeah, I think we can do that. No problem.
of just like a page or two. You know, some of the ones that I really like.
Be like, hey, what do you guys think? Ba-ba-doo.
Working on the aesthetic.
And like maybe I could like read the guide along as I'm streaming it. Maybe that would be a way to be like, hey, how effective is the guide? Like, I'll read the guide as I'm streaming the game.
I mean, yeah, that
do
could
that.
work. Because that's
I'm
kind of
thinking in the way future.
yeah. Well, that's kind of how I'm putting the guide together. Is I'm so bad at games that it's like I am reading the guide as I'm playing the game to be
Okay.
like, okay, does this make sense? Can someone stupid follow this? Like,
We're at the top. We did it!
yay.
It was a long trek. I'm sorry to interrupt. Continue.
But yeah, I mean, that's how I'm doing it. I'm playing the game as I'm making the pages.
But also to keep an eye on, because we wrote the walkthrough.
Yeah.
So now it's just like does it make sense?
Right.
When you follow the walkthrough, does it make sense?
Right.
Does it all connect?
And, you know, I'm using a lot of your other guides and walkthroughs that you have as, like, reference
Yeah.
for things that should go in, things that
Actual
aren't.
players' guides
Yeah.
to games that exist by professionals.
Yes. So, like, things that aren't necessary but can be included separately.
Okay.
So, like, all of the side quests. Doing the walkthrough in an area, if you go, like, over to the left a little bit and there's a chest that completes a side quest, I'll mention it in the main walkthrough, but that side quest will have its own set of pages that you can follow to complete the side quest.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not going into details in the middle of a walkthrough. It's very distracting.
Yeah, everything should have like its own section.
So it's like, yeah, looking at the professional ones helps a lot with things that, like, aren't necessary.
Well, that's how I like get better at making games. Is I look back at the games that
Yeah.
I played as a child and
Yeah.
inspired and be like, oh, that's how they did that. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Well, even in a sense of, like,
Like having a reference is so important.
Yeah.
Like with Elemental Isles, it looks like a Game Boy game. So I look at footage from actual Game Boy games and be like, oh, okay, neat, got it.
yeah. But it's like, even,
Spiders suck.
I know. Even in areas where it's like you have set up where there's a bunch of chests that have like goodies in it and things like that, but you don't need it to complete the level. So instead of going through being like, make a left, go up, hit that chest, this what's in it, then go left and then turn right and then turn around, I'm just including a map,
Gotcha.
you know, that has where they're at, so you can still do it, but it's not, you know, it doesn't need to be written out. I noticed a
Exactly.
lot of guides do that. They just
Yep.
include maps for things that you don't need but are there.
Well, yeah, because like you have a visual, whereas like I'd say only like online text guides would have to explain everything.
Yeah,
Go up here,
every
turn
single
left, here
detail.
around, turn right. Like there's a lot of specifics about every detail.
Yeah. Which to me feels really confusing sometimes.
Oh, it can be.
Because,
I followed some walkthroughs and I'm just like, what the where?
yeah.
Which is why, thank God, I just watch YouTube videos. If I'm lost, I'm just like,
Yeah.
where is little cactus?
Well, because it's also like sometimes they don't think three-dimensionally, so it's like,
Because
where...
we did that with Link's Awakening. I'm
Yeah.
reading and you're just like, what room? I'm just like, I'm telling you the room. Down from, you're like, here? No, the other one.
I was getting so mad.
I know you were.
Because
So I
it
pulled
made
up a
sense to
video and I
you,
was
but it
just
was
like,
not
okay,
making
it's
sense
this
to
one.
me.
And I showed you the
Well,
picture
because
and
like
you're
even
like, okay.
where you're at right now, it'll be like, go north. You're facing a fucking wall. There is no north. And it's like, okay, so what do you do? Because you can't go north, but in the game's like idea, you jump up to continue going north.
Gotcha.
But it doesn't tell you to jump up. Mm-hmm. So it's like,
Whereas in a video, you see someone
Yeah,
do it and
you
it's
can
just like,
see.
okay, I'll just do that.
but even just like a minimal instruction of like, you know, jump up, you know, tell me what I need to do. That's the point of a guide.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of making a guide for idiots.
Okay.
Like, it has everything that you need in there.
Sounds good. Can't wait to put that baby to the test.
I know. I know there's going to be a lot of editing for it once everything's put together, you know, but...
But now we know where the sword goes.
Yeah, now I know how to, you know, lay out the pages without making my life miserable.
As they say, live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Live and learn from the works of yesterday. Hey. We'll play the game one day. We'll sing together.
Okay.
The game will start rolling around
Oh my
at the
God.
speed of sound.
It's so cheesy, just in the worst way.
It's fun, I promise. We do need to do some Sonic the Hedgehog, even though I'm terrible at it. Like, I want to play Sonic games, but like, I know I'm just not good. I'm just not.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not that other games I'm good at, it's just that I understand how to play them.
yeah, you watched me try to play Sonic.
Whereas with like Sonic, I just don't understand. Like, speed is, I guess, a reward or something, but once you lose that momentum, you're just like, well, fuck this. Do I restart? Do I just keep going? Like, am I supposed to lose rings?
I know, like, you're not supposed to lose your rings, but it's very much like a trial and error of, like
first time playing,
things
you're
pop,
gonna lose
yeah,
rings.
things pop up in front of you and you lose all your rings.
Because things just show up way
But
too
you can
fast.
you can recollect them once you lose them.
Exactly.
You can pick them
so
back up if you're fast enough.
Is it the point to where, like, hey, like, you can pick them back up so it doesn't matter if you get hit, you can easily keep going?
Well, it also, you're timed.
I thought the time goes up, though, to, like, grade you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
like,
not like
the
timing
fast,
down to
yeah,
where,
the
like,
faster
time up.
you complete the level, the higher your score goes.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have to stop to take time to collect your rings, you're wasting time.
And, like, on top of that, the bonus levels to get the Chaos Emeralds give me nausea. Like, the first game is the one that I can tolerate the most. The second one is the hardest. And the third game just gives me nausea. That camera moves way too quickly. I can't do it. I get dizzy.
Yeah, I have vertigo.
I know you do.
So
I don't have vertigo, but, like, those levels make me dizzy. I'm just being honest. If we ever do, like, a Sonic 3 playthrough or Sonic and Knuckles playthrough, I'm not doing those bonus games. I can't.
Yeah.
I physically get ill.
I mean, like, a lot of these games make me dizzy.
Yeah?
Because of just how the camera whips around.
Yeah.
I have found that in a weird way, I do much prefer 2D games.
Okay. That's good to know. Because, like, there's plenty of 2D games I can show you.
Yeah. Not that I don't like the 3D games. I really do. You know, some of my favorite games that you've had me play are 3D. With
Right.
camera controls. Mm-hmm. So it's not that I don't like them.
The lava cake. Have a look at this. Giant cake make a molten lava. Nom nom noms. I feel like 3D games have the better, like, experiences, but 2D games for you are, like, more enjoyable to
Yeah.
watch.
I think that it's just like, for me, it's less confusing.
Okay.
Because I have such a poor sense of direction. That, like, 3D, it's just confusing to, like, where am I?
Yeah.
Versus, like, a 2D, it's easier for me to tell where I'm at.
Yeah. Because you like Trials of Mana more than Castlevania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also Trials of Mana is an RPG. Castlevania would be considered what? An adventure?
I was just talking, like, camera-wise, because
Oh,
that
yeah.
is 2D, so there's no camera controls, whereas Trials of Mana, even though it has possibly the best camera out
Yeah.
of the games
It
you've
still
played,
has camera controls.
it still has camera
Yeah.
controls.
And it's like I've gotten a lot better at the camera controls. But it still is very, like, jumpy.
Yeah. Well, because there's, like, fixed cameras, I forget what the other one's called. Because, like, fixed cameras is, like, a camera that's just, like, in the corner and, like, you can't move it whatsoever. And then there's, like, I think adjustable cameras that you can move around with, like, a button or a stick.
Yeah.
Motion cameras, which is similar to Alice in a way.
Ugh. That was the worst.
Alice is still the worst. Hello, time stop yarn.
Ooh.
I definitely need that. I have a lot more yarn to go. Oh boy. Obligatory lava levels. They're never a good time, let me tell ye.
Lava!
Ah! You've done that again.
The llama.
You do llama, but you say lava? He's supposed to be dead. Because, like, the first time you insisted, she said
I
lava.
did
and
insist
I'm
that
like,
it was lava.
Why would she say
I
that?
don't know.
I don't even think there's lava in that movie.
Yeah, I have no idea, but in my head I was just like, no, it's definitely lava. Llama?
Llama? He's supposed to be dead.
Rest in peace, Eartha Kitt. I love that she turned into a kitten at the end of that movie.
Yes.
And Eartha Kitt was like one of the original Catwoman.
Aw.
So it was like she was going back to her old role.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you gonna die.
Maybe. Maybe I won't. Ooh, I got soot all over me and shit.
Aw.
Let's try it again. Huh. Yep,
Nope.
I'm gonna die.
Goodbye, world! Goodbye, world. I do that whenever you're talking to me, but I want to go to sleep.
Oh my god. You're so adorable, but I can tell you're just like, okay. I'll talk to you so passionately and you'll look like Darkwing Duck just peering from over the covers. Under the covers, obviously.
Just slowly going deeper into the covers.
Yep. Just like,
Okay. Bye-bye.
and I'm just like, good night, dear. You're like,
Good night.
Goodbye, world.
you're just like, okay. Okay, let's try this again. We burnt our tush.
She's
Let's
saying,
do this better.
ouch.
Let's do it again, but better. How does that sound? See, it's fine when I say this for commentary, but when I say that when you're playing, you're just like,
Oh
listen
my god,
here.
I'm like,
shit.
I will punch you.
Someone's throat could use some punching.
Well,
Oh, come on. There we go.
Well, because it's like, you'll tell me to do something that I'm already doing.
Oh, shit. Well, that works. Burnt me right into the cannon. Whee!
I'll try to like jump to a platform and you're like, no, jump so you land on the platform. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to die repetitively here.
You're welcome. So what I believe you're trying to say is thank you.
To which I will say, you're welcome. You did that and Luna came running so excited.
What'd I do? Just the
Yeah. She was like, oh my god, Moana's on.
She's like, oh my god, he's got my jam. Here we go. Come on, girls.
That cat loves Moana.
Does she?
Yes.
Well, Tamatoa hasn't always been this glam.
That's my favorite. I was a drab little crab once.
God. That song grew on me because the first time I watched it, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
I just love it. He goes, I won't hide. I can't. I'm too shiny.
Because I was just like, what's with the sudden David Bowie song?
Oh, I love it.
Like, I don't know if it was intentional because David Bowie passed around that time, so I don't know if it was like an intentional tribute to David Bowie.
See, I didn't get David Bowie from it.
It just seemed like a kind of song David Bowie would sing. Like, have you ever heard like Dance Magic Dance?
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like, the songs that he does in Labyrinth? Ground control to Major Tom.
That's not originally a David Bowie song, though.
That one's not, no.
4, 3, 2, 1, Earth below.
Oh, the cough's coming back.
I know. My antihistamines are wearing off. Prepare for the wheeze.
Prepare for the wheeze. You got it real bad that one night.
Oh my god, that was... Yeah.
Oh dear, it's getting faster.
I like went down to make a cup of tea at like 4 a.m.
Slow down, please. Oh, well, it's right there. I wonder what's up there. Oh, shit.
Death.
Oh, fuck.
Death.
Grab it. There we go.
She was like, I lost 2 legs and a finger, but I'm here.
but I got my timepiece.
Hooray! All right, so that's 2 areas of the Alpine skyline. We have a few more mountains to go. The Bell is one of them. The Birdcage is another. All right, so we'll see you guys in the next part as we climb on forth.
Toodles.